Hello. I've had this question on my mind for a while. The best way to ask it is to first tell you of an observation that I had with my family members. My mother has had this dream for her whole life, or for my whole life, to have grandchildren. And it's a very, normal type of dream for a woman to have. And she's been, up to this point, disappointed because it hasn't yet happened.
Well, we want to throw something in here just for fun.
Okay.
A dream to have grandchildren is about as inappropriate as a dream can be, because it steps immediately outside of your own creative realm. Ooh. Because what it says is, in order for me to fulfill my dream, I need specific cooperation from others who may or may not have the same dream. Therefore, I will try to control the conditions. In other words, it gets into that sort of competitive thing, doesn't it?
Yes.
Where if someone were to have a dream that went more like, I love the deliciousness of children, and universe, please deliver to me avenues through which I can enjoy the freshness of children. Now that's a dream that the universe can assist her with without stepping on the creative toes of unwilling children.
Well, at one point, her dream was not only for the grandkids, but for the kids to live right across the street. And I live 3,000 miles away, so that didn't work.
There's no end to the control that a parent seeks.
But the interesting thing is that she did manifest without the blood connection. She manifested exactly what she wanted, because she's considered the neighborhood grandmother.
There you go.
And I told her, I said, you manifested everything that you wanted. It's just a little different than you
thought. And they live right across the street.
And they live right across the street. So she got, in one way, she got everything that she wanted. But I thought about it some more, and I thought, the power of creation, intention, and the law of attraction, it feels like it's powerful enough that you can really manifest anything if you aren't trying to manipulate. And so if she really let go of everything that's blocking her, I believe that she would end up with grandchildren.
And think about, the key words were, if you're not trying to manipulate. And the key word in that is trying. Because under those conditions, you're not trusting the stream.
Right.
And when you don't trust the stream, you're upstream from it. In other words, you're right about that. Most people find their desire to control because they know that they feel good under those conditions, and they know they feel bad under those conditions. So then they say, if I could just control the conditions, then all I would have to do is observe good feeling conditions and I would feel good. But it isn't working out very well, is it? She's been trying to get her kids to do what she wanted them to do from the beginning of time, and the stakes just get bigger and bigger and bigger, you see.
Right.
And so it isn't until you finally let go of everybody else and just align to your own intentions. And we like to use the word, if you will think about what you want and why you want, then you will find vibrational alignment with the essence of what you want. And when you find vibrational alignment with the essence of what you want, the universe can give you the essence of what you want in oh so many very practical, very real in terms of manifestation ways.
Right. It seems like the amazing thing is the more you allow, the more the essence of what you want comes to you in any form. But the more you open up to even the specific form, so you really can have anything.
Think about why, though. What you're saying is exactly accurate. So I find vibrational alignment with the idea or essence of something, and then more comes. And this is something that we've been hearing from deliberate creators for a while. What's the difference between deliberate creating and allowing? And we say, well, when we talk about deliberate creating, we're really talking about allowing. We're talking about life causing you to want something that you don't have. And then you finding a way to give your attention to what you want rather than to not having it, so that vibrationally you have it, and then it must come in terms of real manifestation. And we've talked already today about the trying too hard factor that turns you upstream. So then, when you understand that the universe is yielding to you all the time what you want, and that your work is just finding a way to let what you want flow to you, then you begin to understand the true art of the dance. That's why we call it the art of allowing. It's just constantly finding the new improved vibration. With every manifestation comes another platform and another set of contrasting experiences that give birth to another barrage of desires. And so you never get it done. What we want you to come to, and we think you're there, we want you to come to the place where you are intoxicated with the ride. We want you to not get hung up on which things are happening when, but just enjoying the ride. Because when you reach the place that you trust that whatever you want is coming, and you just do your best to feel good and therefore get out of the way of it, that's when life really begins to be fun for you.
And for me, it's been fun because I've worked with people to help them manifest, which is helping me in what I'm trying to manifest. And recently I had one person I was working with, and he was like, well, but in order for this to happen, there's all these other people that have to do things in a certain way in order to bring me what I'm looking for.
Well, that may be true. There may be other people. In other words, you can only carry so much yourself. Right. You might need other people to do in terms of the physical stuff, but you don't need any specific other people. And the universe and this universal law of attraction knows exactly who they are, where they are, and how for them to best fit in. And if you are focused upon the outcome rather than the specifics of how it's not working, now you free yourself up for the universe to deliver those perfect ones to you. But when you micromanage it and you say, where are they? Now you're upstream. In other words, you are the only one who helps or hinders the universe's process on your behalf. That's why so many people over time, wonderful teachers, have coined phrases like, let go and let God, or just surrender to it. And people who were studying deliberate creation said that seems like a contradiction. And we say it isn't a contradiction when you realize that your life causes you to ask and source answers, and now you let go and allow the answer to flow. In other words, it's all part of the process. Yes.
Yes, it is amazing.
It is indeed. Amazing and fun and fulfilling and never ending and confounding but mostly fun and confusing but mostly fun and irritating but mostly fun. You get the drift
and scary
of this?
But mostly fun.
Scary but well, now when you get into fear, now it's not mostly fun.
Well,
but it's all right for you to have mixtures of emotions. We don't want you to say, all right, closing this gap and alignment with source is like a college degree, and once I get it, I must maintain it forevermore. It's not like that at all. It either is or it isn't in the moment. And as long as your proclivity is downstream, you're doing fine. And as long as you mostly want to feel good, you're doing fine. And as long as you don't take yourself or anybody else too seriously, you're doing fine. And as long as you don't stand in judgment of what anybody else is doing, you're doing fine. And as long as you don't try to hold one other person to your standards, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
Thank you. Thank you.